Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts, find a location near you, now.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium Black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer, and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. He said he loved me. My friends told me it wasn't a big deal. They thought he was so cool. But they didn't know what he wanted me to do.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. You have no idea the kind of pressure I felt to take things to the next level. Things were moving so fast. I was basically the only person in the freshman class who hadn't done it yet. So, we did.
loved him.
I thought she loved me.
My health class had CPR at school. I stayed after class to talk with the instructor about it. They showed me that it didn't have to be that way.
They showed me that I get to make my own choices.
There is another way.
That's the best thing CPR gives you. Another way. A better way.
A healthy way. Sometimes you don't see it because you're in your own world, but they don't make you feel bad. They talk to you like a real person, and they save kids from really unhealthy decisions. They tell the truth, and they know what they're talking about. So yeah, my life was different. I started to choose the better way.
I honestly don't know where I'd be or what I'd be doing had it not been for CPR.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed.
Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts, find a location near you, now.
Hey conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
You want a career that fuels your passion for sports and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and physical activity. IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences offers that and more. You'll have insider access to sports, fitness, and exercise science professionals and learn from faculty with years of industry experience. And with Indy as your classroom, you'll study next to world-class sports facilities, Olympic governing bodies, the NCAA, and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sports industry career. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Heritage Christian High School. There's a look at the visiting Tigers of Triton Central, currently riding a 3-game winning streak and coming off their wins in the Franklin County tournament. A resounding victory over Franklin County, 71-40. Before that, they were able to top Hamilton Heights by 5 points. So this Triton Central team really playing their best basketball. They're 8-2 on this season, riding this winning streak. But Heritage Christian is probably one of their better opponents, I would say, as far as another team that can really score the basketball, give you troubles, create some sort of matchup issues.
Yeah, and after this, Triton Central plays in their county tournament. So Morristown is playing tonight in their tournament, their holiday tournament, and they got to get ready for that county tournament. You've played in that, you understand that county tournament very easily. Right. And so you look at both of these ball clubs, and both coaches both happy with their kids. Coach Warren Wallace really would like them kids just to pick up where they left off with a win. That Pendleton Heights team, not a bad team, not many wins, but they played very hard to get out of there at Pendleton Heights with a win, kind of big. Last time these two teams meet, Heritage Christian won 64-42. That was last year, December 30th. I think we did the game, if I remember correctly. So, opponents' record, Triton Central is 40-51 with their opponents. Heritage Christian is 35-19 with their opponents. The Sagan ratings, 119 and 29th in 3A for Heritage Christian. For Triton Central, they're 133 overall and 21st in 2A, so they're going to be tough out in 2A.
Pretty close.
Yep.
Pretty even teams when you look across the board. A win for Coach Wallace tonight, and he will be 500 in his third year at Heritage Christian. The Eagles 2-5, trying to continue this winning streak, which they're starting after the win against Pendleton Heights. They had lost 5 games in a row before that mark. I think we can expect a much closer matchup also this year compared to what we saw last year with Heritage Christian winning by 22 points. We will step aside one more time and then have the starting lineups in the tip-off for Heritage Christian and Triton Central. You're watching boys basketball on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. it's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Heritage Christian, the host site for our basketball game here tonight on IndianaSRN. Tigers and the Eagles about to do battle. Let's go to the public address announcer for our starting lineups. Coach mentioned a slight change in the starting lineup for Heritage Christian. Nolan Duncan getting the start, the senior. Everybody in the starting lineup is a senior for Coach Warren Wallace except for Allemeyer, wearing number 4. He is a junior. On the other side, Triton Central, 3 seniors starting, and then a sophomore and a freshman in Eli Sego.
How about the height that Heritage Christian has over Triton Central? They are huge compared to Triton Central. Should be a very interesting matchup. Pounding inside, baby, all night long.
Coach, your keys to the game.
For Triton Central, they got to find their shooter. And then the 50-50 ball is very, very important. And then knock down free throws. For Heritage, quick start, you're at home. Churn over, quit churning the ball over, 19 average during the year. And then hit the boards. You outman them, hit the boards.
Heritage Christian controls the opening tip, but there's an early turnover. Colvin with a fastball past Dylan Doss.
Well, there's one of
They're
your
not
keys.
listening.
No, they're not.
Not yet. Triton Central now, their first possession. Zone defense for the Eagles in their home white.
Man-to-man defense for Heritage Christian. Look at that length.
Dawson Allemeyer working towards the top of a drive, and a nice pass down low that gets over the arm of Wiggins. Missed shot by Faust. Colvin left wide open. You can't do that. It does rim out. And the Tigers heading the other way with some pace. Drive, help side defense, but a travel is going to be called. First turnover called on Triton Central. That was Stuckey.
Tonight's officials, Kevin Brown, Michael Eason, and Dana McKenzie. Kevin Brown is an NFL replay official.
How about that?
And Mike Eason's working like he always does. Good job. I used to work with Michael, and good official. Good crew tonight.
Down low on the block. Now Wiggins. Good swing over to Doss, and that's the second one he hasn't been able to corral in from Colvin. Fake the pass. Colvin will rise up and foul. That drive from Isaac Morgan, their leading scorer.
Miles first, team's first.
2 free throws upcoming for Isaac Morgan.
This is our last game of the year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, how about that?
116, though, in 2023. Is that enough for you?
I think it's plenty.
Okay.
It's a good amount. Morgan's first free throw rims out. He's a 64% free throw shooter.
A little bit more than that when you include our tournaments, so it's going to be a busy 2023 year for us.
That free throw also rims out. Nobody wanting to score nearly a minute and a half in.
Oh.
Another Heritage Christian turnover. Down the floor, good pass. Colvin got up in the air. Good thing he didn't pick up his second foul. And a good first bucket for Triton Central. I think that was Seago. 3 turnovers, nearly a fourth. It is a fourth. Over and back for Allemeyer.
Okay.
What is happening here with Heritage Christian?
He played less than 2 minutes and he turned the ball over 4 times. You're not going to win many basketball games that way.
Tigers strike first, 2-0 lead. Good cut, good pass. That's Luke Faust. And Faust makes it a 4-0 ball game.
The problem with Heritage Christian is when I watch them, they have fell behind every game we have seen them play. And it's just hard to get, you're down 8, 9, 10 points, hard to get back.
Colvin drives in, has it ripped away. Triton Central, though, gives it right back. Allemeyer being sneaky. Allemeyer got fouled by Stuckey. Another look at this nifty little layup up by Faust. And give the assist to Morgan. Allemeyer can't give the first points yet to Heritage Christian. They've committed 5 turnovers. Neither team has made their free throws yet either. But the second free throw is good for Allemeyer.
Seems like both of these teams are just not getting their legs. Maybe it's been a long time since they've been playing in first game back.
Quick ball movement from Triton Central.
Oh, that's a deep.
Faust, a deep 3. Tipped out. Allemeyer, the long rebound. Pushes it up and deflected out of bounds. This first quarter brought to you in part by Jack Cherry Insurance Agency. We suggest you contact his team for all your insurance needs, whether it's family, car, business, or home. An insurance company to serve you. 317-894-7000. Entry pass, not there. Another turnover up the floor. Triton Central, and the finish good for Isaac Morgan. Timeout, Heritage Christian. 30-second timeout. Coach Wallace wants to talk about things. Already 6 turnovers, and we are just at the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, 6 turnovers, 5-minute mark. Not a good start. Not the start that you were hoping. You're well in this game. You just got to anticipate where your teammate is. And, communication, very, very important. And right now, there's not that much communication there on the floor for Heritage Christian.
This first quarter is also brought to you by Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe, a new spot for breakfast or lunch. They're open Wednesday through Sunday at 6427 Oakland Road in Lawrence, Indiana. You can carry out with Tam's at 317-760-1640.
Going to be there Sunday with the boss.
How about that?
We're having our little meeting there on Sunday afternoon.
Are you going to try the Sloppy Joe?
Oh, you know I will with the extra pickle.
That's right. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with Sloppy Joes and pickles.
Eagles running through their offensive set. Allemeyer, that shot may have been tipped a little bit. Wiggins kept it alive but threw it into the hands of Morgan. Good extra pass in the corner. And Foss nearly had a weak side rebound. Tigers in their zone defense. Doss will try a deep 3. It's off the rim. Wiggins in midair puts it down.
Nice little recovery with Wiggins. And you notice number 11 is not on the floor.
He's not out there. Instead, Cole Loudon has checked in. Faust will try that corner. It's no good, and tipped into the hands of Duncan. Now Allemeyer with some tempo. Heritage averaging 53 points per game this year. Meanwhile, they give up a little over 55. Driving in, another steal by Triton Central. The active hands create the 8th turnover. Good jab step, drive baseline.
Nice defense.
Good recovery by Wiggins to get a piece of it.
This is nice follow up here.
And Wiggins is going to be a hard guy to box out. Triton Central seems like they have some good length, good guys that can stretch the floor, but Wiggins, he's got a lot of meat on him. Faust finally gets one to go, top of the key 3.
I got him unofficially for 5.
That's what I have. Faust shooting 47% from downtown entering this one.
Feed him the bacon.
As a team, Triton Central shoots it pretty well. There's another Heritage turnover. Look at that last 3 from Faust.
And that was a little bit off bounds. That's like your shot back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
At EH.
I believe it.
They're playing well.
Yes, they are. They just got finished playing in the Bob Wettig tournament at Richmond. Creating some space. Nicely done. The big fella, Sam Kemper.
Coming off the bench.
And the Triton Central faithful making a lot of noise after that shot.
Nice crowd on hand for a Thursday night. And Triton Central's packed the house on this side.
A couple of other substitutions for Heritage also. Isaac Wilson is on the floor with Landon Schnippel. Deep 3 off the back iron and a long rebound. Here goes Morgan trying to beat 2 defenders. He's going to draw a foul on Loudon. With 2 free throws upcoming for Isaac Morgan. He missed his first 2 just a few short minutes ago. First one is good. As a team, 65% for Triton Central this season.
They're very well balanced everywhere, aren't they? They're really good. They're going to be a tough out in 2A.
They have a lot of guys with very similar builds.
A football build,
yeah.
more than a basketball build.
Strong, lengthy, Morgan being one of them, sinks both. 10-point advantage for the visiting Tigers. Colvin back out there. Gets a screen from Duncan. Nice in-between dribble. Throws it up, and he got tripped. Got the foul on Kemper. And now Miles. First one, nothing but net. Wiggins has checked back in. Duncan will take a seat. Heritage Christian, the last 10 games, the last 10 meetings with Triton Central, they are up in the series 7-3. Trying to keep that trend going in the right direction after their win last year. But as we expected, a much closer contest and a much different result through one quarter. Triton Central leads by 9.
Turnovers, if you're keeping count at home like we're doing, 9 against Heritage Christian, only 3 against Triton Central, and only 4 points in if you played 6 minutes.
Another loose ball. That Triton Central wins again. They get the timeout in. The hustle, looked like that was Faust. It was. Got on the deck and allowed Coach Ballard to call a 30-second timeout. This timeout Sponsored by Jack's Donuts. Great donuts made and served fresh every day, plus great tasting coffee. You can stop by the Jack's Donuts at 9105 East 56th Street or any Jack's Donuts in your neighborhood. Jack's Donuts, the official donut of IndianaSRN.
It is Friday, right? Tomorrow?
Yes.
Jack Donut Day at the Myers household.
Good. I'll stop by in the morning.
About 7 o'clock. I have my devotions at 7. I'll go get my Jack Donuts and be watching game film for January 4th. About 9 o'clock. I'll have my chocolate filled, chocolate milk, and who knows? Maybe a Reese cup will be thrown in.
Sounds good to me.
All right. And I'm sure I'm going to get a phone call about 10 minutes from now. You know who that's going to be.
Entry pass. Tipped out by Wiggins. Substitution is Max Kraus. Kraus is a freshman. Him and Seago, the two freshmen on this roster. Everybody spread out for the Tigers. In some trouble is Morgan, trying to find somebody. Good cutting, loose ball, stolen away by the Eagles. With some numbers, an easy pass to Wiggins. Quickly down the floor, and a foul is going to go on Triton Central. So back-to-back possessions where things have unraveled for the Tigers. That's their 5th turnover. Final minute for Heritage Christian. Trailed by as many as 10. They've cut it to 7. They have a chance to cut a little bit more into that. Colvin sees a double team. Down low, Wiggins on the block. Second chance, third chance, gets the roll. 6 first quarter points for Wiggins. Heritage Christian finally coming alive and looking for one final stop in this opening period. Faust, that's a good looking jumper right at the elbow.
That's 7.
And now 10 seconds for Colvin and company.
There's 3 guys guarding him.
That's a very deep 3. Off balance, out of bounds, and the first quarter buzzer sounds. Triton Central leading the whole way so far, up 15-8 after 1. Second quarter up next on IndianaSRN.
Bertner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Seven first quarter points for Luke Faust to help pace Triton Central. They lead by 7 as we head to quarter number 2.
Heritage Christian has 8 points. They have 9 turnovers, and Triton Central has 5 turnovers. And, you know, you look at the style of this game, and Heritage Christian is playing right into hands of Triton Central. Double teaming the ball, matchup zone, playing very, very well. Heritage Christian just got to stop turning the ball over and look closer to open the man.
Sometimes it's easy looking at the box score and seeing why things are the way they are. When you have 9 turnovers, you're probably not in a good position to lead or keep this game close. Colvin, I think that's an offensive foul. Faust didn't fall down, but he did take a big collision.
That's his second.
Colvin will stay out there for the moment. 4 team fouls you can see on the scoreboard in the Heritage Christian column. Faust, and they're trying to get him the ball. That's pretty nifty from Luke Faust.
Reminds me of the Eastern Hancock days when you were playing. If you're hot, give you the rock, right?
Okay, you made fun of me earlier because I had a bad jumper.
No, you shot well, though.
And now you're saying I was the go-to guy.
No, we knew you wasn't the go-to
No,
guy.
I know.
You played well. You did well in that uniform.
I tried my best. Colvin, another deep 3. Off the rim, and the rebound goes to Seago.
Oh, nice move.
Spin move. Wiggins got up in the air. It was halfway down.
That was a nice little move.
Up the floor. Good drive. Do they count the bucket? They do. Landon Schnippel has his first points of the contest. Triton Central foul on Kraus. Now both teams with 4 team fouls.
Look at that. That's opposite hand. Was that left hand?
Left side, right hand, it looked like.
Yep.
That's where Heritage Christian looks like they can be dangerous, Coach, if they can turn their defense into offense. If they're not the one with the turnovers, they're instead forcing them.
Yeah. That would be the key of it.
Faust, he can shoot from there. Kraus falls down.
Broke his ankle, didn't he?
Triton Central turnover number 6, but this is how they scored with Faust the previous time. Doss runs over a Triton Central man. Offensive foul, and taking it was Seago. Quickly, the Eagles give it right back. 10 points, but 10 turnovers now.
It doesn't balance really well.
Morgan is out there on the floor with Seago along with Taggy Gould. He's in for the first time.
I like how they balance the floor.
Into the lane. Good pass. Kraus. A fight for the rebound, and it's won by Heritage Christian. And Schnippel into the corner. 3 is too long. Nobody boxed out that man with the putback, Luke Peters.
Peters played well. Linky kid. Just a junior. There. Straight up.
Morgan driving on the smaller Allemeyer, stayed patient, and he got fouled. Isaac Morgan now will head to the free throw line for the 3rd time already in this ball game. Allemeyer had the personal. Morgan, 4 points. He's 2 for 4 from the stripe. And now 3 for 5.
We have him for 5 points unofficially.
Another substitution for Coach Wallace. DJ Green has checked in. Coach Wallace utilizing his bench. He's already had 5 men come in off the bench.
I think he's just trying to find what group plays well together.
Doss gets cut off. So far, the zone defense has caused some problems.
Well, they just spread them out, didn't they?
Doss with a jump stop. Got into the paint. Good kick out. Allemeyer, his three. That's good. Pretty good offense that time. Moving the ball around.
Allemeyer with 4.
Drive and a foul. Dylan Doss called for that one. Quick release from the junior.
Those threes will keep you in the game, that's for sure.
That's the first made one for Heritage Christian from beyond the arc. Triton Central just has one, too. That came from Faust.
Doss with his second foul of the night.
That's huge. Him and Colvin each with 2. And what's new, Morgan back at the free throw line. Bounces out. It was 1-1. Heritage Christian has 17 fouls. So Triton Central has a long way to go with a lot of chances to head back to the line.
Triton Central's almost like a hockey line. You know, that playing guys 2 minutes at a time, in and out, keeping them fresh.
2 new guys have checked in. One of them was Kemper. He's out there with Morgan Faust, also Seago. And the last man out there, Jay Stuckey.
You got to move. You're just standing. You're watching the dribbler.
Allemeyer switches corners. Hard pass into Doss, and he gets tied up. Nope, they're going to say Kemper reached in. For Kemper, that's his second. Nolan Duncan will replace Schnippel. He's out there with Doss, Green, Allemeyer, and the last player being Luke Peters. 4-point Tigers lead. They've led the entire way. We're at the halfway mark of the second quarter. Tipped out. Stuckey has the board. Wide
left him
open.
Oh.
Luckily too strong, but Kemper keeps the possession alive. Boy, dangerous pass there. Morgan perhaps looking to go back to the free throw line again. Drive in on Peters, called for steps.
Yeah, that works in the NBA. Not here.
Colvin is set to check back in. He just has the 1 point to his credit. Wiggins is leading the way with 6. Good defense. Yeah, that should be an over and back. He went off of Allemeyer's leg. Green checks out. Not as much scoring going on in this quarter. Triton Central has scored 4. Heritage has scored 7.
Little sloppy.
Not as many turnovers, just a lot of empty possessions.
Yes.
Morgan guarded by Allemeyer. Kemper. Much more slower, patient possession. A wraparound pass stolen away by Duncan. Down the length of the floor. Colvin with the follow-through slam. Doss trying to take that one away, and it ends up being a Faust 2-point bucket at the free throw line. Faust now has 11. Another look at Colvin coming in to clean up the mess.
Boy, he's hanging on that for a little while, wasn't he? Got a player injured.
Yeah, Triton Central players down. Coach Wallace getting in some coaching. We're back to action. Heritage Christian did cut it down to 2, but now they trail by 4. Colvin rises up, got to his spot, and finally knocks down a jumper.
Got him 5 for 5, down by 4.
Morgan got into the lane. Good kick out. Kemper way too strong. Morgan fell down but still kept control. Faust from the C. Long rebound to Doss.
How far is that? It's Hancock County, isn't it?
It sure is.
My goodness.
It's NBA range. Good entry pass to Duncan. Can't use the glass. Tipped out. They say we'll head the other way. 21-19 our score. Want to remind you this broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, and audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited.
You know that by heart?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good for you.
I've recited it plenty
at
of times
least
now.
300 times.
At least.
Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball, jump ball.
Still nothing. And now something. Arrow will head the other way.
As an old coach, I hate it when you go to the floor and people are scramming. You got a knee or you got a head. But again, you got to have it tied up too. So
Doss with some trouble.
He's got quick hands. Faust.
Yeah, Faust is, you can tell, a guy that does it the right way. There's pretty good offense done the right way. Doss from downtown.
And how about this? Tied score. The way the half that Heritage has played, they are fortunate.
Good cut by Kemper. Doesn't have room to put up a shot. Faust does from the free throw line and can't get the bounce. Final 30 seconds of the first half. Colvin looking to attack right away. Kick in the corner. Left-handed three is good for Cole Loudon. Heritage Christian has the lead. 12 seconds. Euro step. Faust will try another jumper. It's no good. Colvin has a rebound, and he's looking for more. 2 seconds. In between half court and the volleyball line, and just too strong. How about the finish to that second quarter? A complete 180 compared to how the first quarter went for Heritage Christian.
You had 11 turnovers in the first half. You scored 25 points, but in the last 3 minutes of the game of the quarter, you only had 1 turnover.
That's
vast improvement. And when you're not turning the ball over, you're going to score. I like them running up and down the floor, giving the ball up. All in all, maybe a C in the first half, but for Triton Central, they had a good start, but only scored 6 points in that quarter. So the defense is there for Heritage Christian. Should be an interesting second quarter. Second half.
I'd say about an F- in the first quarter.
Yes.
The second quarter, though, they make up for it. Colvin has 5, Wiggins with 6, and Allemeyer adds 4 to help Heritage Christian with a 4-point lead heading to the locker room. 25-21. We'll step away for our halftime, and we'll be back for the second half on IndianaSRN.
Today, greed, selfish interest, and barefaced corruption seem all the fashion. America needs great men of tolerance who can give honest debate to the great issues of the day. I've seen mostly squabbling, men squandering their time, being wolves to one another. Yet, I'm not without hope. We still have Freemasonry. Yes, the same Freemasons that helped create this country have always provided great men when needed. And today, in every city and town in America, Freemasonry is still providing that special place where young men can find their greatness and accomplished men can give something back. Yes, in this time of great hope, it is my hope that America will see that Freemasonry is a national treasure that cannot be separated from our country's future.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
I am Heritage.
Heritage Christian. We are Heritage.
I am Heritage.
We are Heritage.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
It's halftime with the score, Heritage Christian 25 and Triton Central 24. Let's take a look at our schedule for the new year. It all begins January 3rd, as we will have 3 games for you. Westfield and Mount Vernon. That game is at Mount Vernon. Beech Grove at Bishop Chatard. Tinley at Heritage Christian. Also on the 5th, Babuff and Covenant Christian. That's a girls game for you. On the 6th, Covenant Christian and Heritage Christian boys game. And in the doubleheader, it will be sold out. It will be packed. It will be Bishop Chatard and Guerin Catholic. A game that's always great. And you have that ball game with Sean on that Friday night. And that's always a fun game. And then Saturday, our first trip to Bethesda as Tipton. And Bethesda plays on that Saturday. So, New Year, 9 games.
And it gets better. The games are going to get a whole lot better. You start to get into more conference play, and that Westfield and Mount Vernon game.
It will be a doozy, won't it?
Yeah, that'll be a fun one to begin the new year on the 3rd. That Tuesday, 3 games on that day. This is the last game of the year. That is hard to believe, and then we'll be in to 2023.
106 games in the first half of our year, and 116, as I said earlier, plus in the second half of our year. I think we've had a pretty good year so far.
I can't argue with that. Morristown Holiday Classic wrapping up as we speak.
Heritage Covenant leads by 1 with 150 left in the fourth quarter.
Troy and Clark on the call of that one. 2 teams that have already played each other earlier this year, and Covenant got the better end by a good margin of victory, and now it's a much closer time this time around.
How about this first half, though? 25-21. Buckle up. We're going to have a good second half.
A completely different
Heritage
2 quarters for Heritage Christian. Triton Central, though, is the one to begin with the basketball, and the first bucket for Seago. He's got 4. Starting off good for the Tigers.
How about that soccer kick? Goes up to the balcony.
Speaking of soccer, Pele died today.
Yes, I saw that. Boy, we've lost some heroes, haven't we?
82 years old.
Frank Harris.
Alan Meyer, that's good.
He's got a nice little stroke. Got his 7th point.
I don't think he's missed a 3-pointer.
No, he's 2 for 2.
And it's been a quick trigger. Lead stays at 5. Morgan did a lot of his scoring from the free throw line. Good defense from Doss. That pass sneaks in there. A drive. Wiggins may have affected that shot from Silas Blair. Now Colvin. Quick pass from Allemeyer, and quickly tracking it down, Stuckey to bat it out of bounds.
This is a nice little 3-point shot. Look at it right there, looking for the ball, sets his feet, pure.
Colvin, he'll try a 3. Air ball, too strong. And a 2-on-2 fast break.
Oh!
Flicked it up there and drew the foul. It was Faust.
He just, I think he fooled Duncan on the foul.
Faust, a pretty good free throw shooter. 86%. He hasn't shot many this season.
He had a good first half. He had 11 points in the first half. And the official now talking in the free throw lane, and that is not what you want to hear.
Good looking shot from Faust. 11 points in the first half, 1 made 3. He's the first player other than Morgan to be shooting free throws for Triton Central. Second one no good. Bad pass. Allemeyer lucky to get it back. And now he'll go cross court to Doss, who's already made 1, nearly jams it in between the rim and the backboard. Morgan falls down, and a traveling.
He's asking for the official to call the foul, but there's contact both places.
That's happened twice now. Both times Triton Central player has fallen down.
The board. As we said earlier, these 3 officials, very good, outstanding officials. And they're not going to let you get away with much.
Tigers 8 turnovers in the first half. Doss, short corner, finds Wiggins. Still in the zone defense.
It's almost like a matchup, isn't it?
We saw that
a lot yesterday.
Yesterday and even today. Covenant Christian doing that a lot. In the corner, another 3. That's good for Loudon. He's been finding his spot in that corner.
He's 2 for 2 for three-point land.
Faust, that's a good spot for him, but that one's off the mark. And Doss couldn't handle the softball pitch that came from Wiggins.
Wiggins will be on the mound here in about March, yes. And I don't know if you've seen him play baseball, but he's a very impressive baseball player. Love his fastball, love his family, and boy, can he hit the ball.
A couple of guys that'll be playing at the next level after this season. Good cutting, good find. Seago again. Colvin, a lot of eyes on him. Loudon will try a little runner this time. Wiggins bounced it to himself, and then Loudon ends up corralling it.
Tell you what, they're like glue on Wiggins.
Colvin drove in, and then Wiggins took a foul from Stuckey. Second foul on him. Cooper Baugh is checked in for the first time. False start.
I heard that call last night. The universal sign,
That's right.
False start.
It's used just about everywhere.
Substitution, illegal procedure,
travel. Hockey needs a false start. They need something like that.
Hockey is free substitution.
Oh, so maybe they do have that. I'm not much of a hockey watcher, but...
Hey, I'm sure that sign is everywhere.
Colvin, no hesitation. This hasn't been his night from downtown. Morgan, screen and roll. Kicking it out, now Seago. Top of the key, that's good. Eli Seago has come alive in this third quarter. He started off the game with the first 2 points, and he has 7 this quarter.
Got him for 9.
Loudon will try the baseline again, try to underhand it up to the rim. Tigers a chance to tie or retake the lead. Screen and a moving one called on Stuckey. A lot of congestion, and then you kick it out.
And then he's wide open. 9th point of the night.
Doss has enough space to rise up. Nobody came out, and Doss makes him pay.
Was that 3?
It was. That's his 2nd. That's all his points. Heritage Christian fans wanted another moving screen. Instead, the possession will stop with a reach-in foul. That last foul on Doss, that's his 3rd. Only one in real foul trouble. Nice pass into the corner, but Stuckey traveled again. So now Triton Central has kind of racked up the turnovers to begin the second half. Meanwhile, in our other game, the Morristown Holiday Tournament, that just wrapped up. Covenant Christian over Bishop Chatard 52-49 to win the Morristown Holiday Classic.
Fun basketball yesterday.
And Morristown, a really good site. I mean, the gym is phenomenal. They just had some upgrades done in the past recent years. They have the high school gym that they use, and they also have the old high school gym, which is, that's quite a spectacle playing in there.
Very loud gymnasium. Ball was on the foul.
Isaac Wilson misses free throw number 1.
Good job by our crew down at Morristown. Long days, 8 games yesterday and 4 today. Very long day for that crew.
Wilson does convert the second.
We got the night off to do this one.
Faust beats Colvin off the dribble and wraps around Peters to finish with the left.
How about Faust with 14?
He leads all scorers, and he's done it in a variety of ways.
At the end of the game, we'll have our Piper Logistics Player of the Game.
Faust definitely a front runner. Bad pass from Doss. Sega will let it trickle out. Turnover committed by the Eagles.
Oh.
Really spread out
that was
defense.
A spread out, almost like a spread out.
They were daring you to cut into the lane. A good kick out and drive. Enough space in the lane. But that shot is missed by Kemper. So luckily for the Eagles, Triton Central does not turn points off the turnover. Colvin, offensive foul. Try to get by just about everybody. That was Cooper Baugh who took it. Third foul on Miles.
And you had everybody watching him. Again, everybody's watching him, and no one's moving to the ball.
The freshman Eli Sego brings it across. Final 95 seconds. Sego got it back. Give the assist to Kemper.
Sego has 11.
Sego wants his name mentioned in the Piper Logistics Player of the Game conversation. Peters back to Doss. 3. And a foul called on Peters down low.
Might have got it over the back, pushed him on the back there. Here comes subs.
Coach Wallace sending in 2 new guys.
And a third.
This third quarter is brought to you by Aspen Creek Grill. Feel like treating someone special to a delicious meal from Aspen Creek Grill? Well, next time, come in for dinner, buy some gift cards to share with your friends. Aspen Creek, great food, great atmosphere, located in Noblesville, Indiana.
Powwow shrimp is delicious.
Oh man, that sounds really good right now. Say every time we do a broadcast, we start thinking about food.
Yep.
And I haven't ate dinner yet, so.
I haven't had dinner. I had a nice little cheeseburger earlier this afternoon. But,
I'm not surprised.
I'm waiting for some nachos, maybe. I got a late meeting tonight, so I'm sure I'll have a nice meal.
Final minute, Eagles still have the lead. Allemeyer came in along with Green and Loudon. Got to close out on Tyler Allemeyer. When will the Eagles opt to attack? Green on the drive, but he lost it. Still loose. Green gets it back. Allemeyer wide open. Got behind everybody. Allemeyer has 9 points. Kemper flicks it up. Still loose. Off balance. Trying to make something crazy happen. Heritage Christian still in control. 37-33 with the final 8 minutes left to go. Don't go anywhere. Indiana High School basketball and IndianaSRN.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Welcome back to Heritage Christian High School. This fourth quarter brought to you by Ref Reps, designed in partnership with numerous state high school associations, helping officials to hone their skills and promote unity in the officiating world. For the new official, as well as the seasoned vet, contact them at refreps.com. Fourth quarter underway. Heritage Christian has the ball and the lead. Trying to continue to own this series with Triton Central. DJ Green off balance jumper. Luke Peters with the O board, and he'll be awarded with a trip to the line.
Foul from behind. Triton has played 9 players tonight.
Heritage Christian has played 10.
Peters with his 3rd point of the night. They're going deep, 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 deep.
Peters is one of 8 different players to score for Heritage. A foul well away from the basket called on Loudon. For Triton Central, they just had 2 different guys score in that third quarter. It was Faust with 3 points, and Sego was doing all the damage with 9. Faust with 14, Sego with 11. Morgan opts to throw it out. Kraus, spin move in the lane. Free right wing, it's short. Duncan grabbed the rebound, and Kraus, I don't think he meant to foul or run into Duncan. But he does, and that's the 4th team foul. Second one on him. Fourth quarter starts with Green, Loudon, Duncan, Allemeyer, and Peters. Loudon, too strong. Peters, another offensive rebound.
He's been around the ball a lot today.
5 wide for Heritage. Allemeyer gets it out of the corner.
Got to reverse the ball a little bit.
2-man jump at Loudon, and then Duncan had it poked away, and then he rips it out of the hands of Gould and puts up the 40th point for Heritage. Rejection by Peters. Duncan up the floor. Allemeyer finishes.
A little spurt.
Allemeyer has his 11th point. The Triton Central turnover turns into points the other way.
Look at this. He knew that contact was coming. Wow.
Morgan with a hard foul, too, on Allemeyer. Able to finish through the contact. The much smaller
And now you
Allemeyer.
hear the crowd getting in the game again.
Who would have thought we'd see Heritage Christian a chance to have a double-digit lead? Allemeyer can't do it yet.
Yeah, send that jinx to
at coach at IndianaSRN.org.
Okay, I'll take the hit.
Another turnover. Stuckey just kind of gave it up. Tigers have 6 turnovers this half after having 8 in the first half, and Heritage Christian has been able to take advantage.
Stuckey gets his 4th foul of the night.
This is Landon Schnippel. Schnippel has 2 points. And he'll stay at that. He had a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, free throws are going to hurt you.
1 of 4 in this quarter to start for Heritage, but they have the 9-point lead. Morgan coughs it up, still on the floor. Finds Seago, and as the shot was in the air, we had a foul down low and too much contact from Cooper Ball of Triton Central.
His second. Now we'll walk down the long way, shoot the bonus. Sportsmanship is fair, generous behavior or treatment of others. Be a good sport and have respect for our coaches, players, officials, broadcasters, and fans. IndianaSRN and the Indiana high school basketball officials want you to know that sportsmanship begins with you.
Loudon is the one at the line. Has 2 made threes, and now his first free throw to give him 7 points. Triton Central on a dry spell in this 4th quarter.
Have not scored at all yet. Oh, he traveled.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Still missed it. Morgan is late getting back. Heritage Christian still has some numbers, and then there's they say an offensive foul called on Duncan, extension of the off arm. Colvin has checked back in. I thought for a moment they were going to get Morgan. He kind of tomahawk chop right down on Duncan. And Duncan's the one that takes a seat. Heritage Christian leads by 11. Triton Central had 21 points at the half. Foul on the drive from Morgan. Morgan was really active getting to the free throw line in the first half. He was 4 of 7. And he'll head back to the line for the first time since the second quarter.
Cole Loudon picked up the foul. That's his second.
Morgan, another miss.
That basket has not been used at all. This
alley oop, and no, Colvin can't finish. A tough angle, a tough pass to get off for Allemeyer, and then a loose ball foul called on Tyler Allemeyer.
When it's when it's not your night, it's not your night.
Faust will look to get back into the scoring column. Good first free throw for him. He has 15 points. Cuts the deficit to 10, and now it's 9.
Little
scuffle.
chippy.
Little chippiness going on. Triton Central fans still
not happy, are they?
Hollering a little. Off the hands of Colvin. He wasn't ready for it. Other end to Morgan, and Allemeyer called for an intentional foul.
That's a great call by the official. You got to clean it up and clean it up quick.
You could sense the potential in a play like that. Fast break down the other end of the floor. Morgan took a hard contact. Coach Wallace wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. 4:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. Triton Central trying to claw back into this one.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
More action upcoming. We'll have the free throws. They'll clear everybody out from Morgan after the intentional foul from Allemeyer.
Not only you get these 2 free throws, you get the ball out of bounds, so you can knock down this lead a little bit.
This could be a huge swing to help out the Tigers. Morgan, it's a good free throw this fourth quarter. Brought to you by Industrial Sales Associates. They've been an electromechanical component manufacturer's representative for many states, including Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky. They say good luck to all teams during this sports season. For more information about Industrial Sales Associates, contact Rich at 317-546-1900.
Also want to say hi to Coach Andy Williams, not the singer, the coach of Mount Vernon Middle School. Andy's watching us tonight from home. Thank you very much. Probably got that big screen TV, got the popcorn.
He's got the laptop watching the college football bowl games. He's watching the Pacers on his phone.
Andy, we're glad that we're one of the 3 who are watching. It sounds
so
like Ben Wood's night out at home.
Yeah. Producer Ben.
Oh, look at that.
And Morgan makes it work.
That's beautiful. And look at this.
We mentioned
they're right back into this
the
thing.
swing that we could see after that intentional foul. Green can't use the glass. Kemper has the rebound. Triton Central can continue this run, but Morgan not there. Turnover, Heritage Christian. Stuckey took it away.
I got him unofficially for 16. You got him for?
That's what I got.
Okay.
Nearly gave it right back. Yep, we're going the other way. It's Loudon reached in and took a push from Faust. Watch this again. Morgan off the back of Loudon.
You know, that's when your teammates have to help you and say ball, 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 ball. You got to watch. There's nobody there. Coach Wood just told me you never turn the back to the ball. Here comes a discussion. I wonder what they're discussing. Pizza Hut or Giacomo's.
Or Aspen Creek Grill.
1 and 1. That's what they're discussing.
It'll be Loudon, good on the first. Loudon has had some big points off the bench tonight. He's 3 for 3 from the line and 2 made threes in the second and third quarter. 10 points now for the junior.
Could be our Aspen Creek player of the game.
He's got a lot of
potentials.
That's right. Faust finally gives it up.
Oh, you gave up the dribble. Heritage defense has been really stingy.
It's picked up. Seago, a really tough spin move, but he got it to work.
I got him for 13.
13 is good. Back to 6. Colvin, he'll shoot a 3, right wing. Peters, no. Schnippel.
His 4th point of the night.
We're so used to seeing Peters doing that earlier, those offensive rebounds, and now Schnippel gets a put back. Seago, another tough finish. How about the freshman with 15?
I think he's going to be pretty good.
He's got a lot of years ahead of him.
Yeah, he does. And he's got that built. Just last year, he was playing 8th grade basketball.
Colvin.
Oh, boy, they just put pressure on him.
Ripped it away. Up the floor to Morgan.
Oh, no, look!
Good pass and the finish. I didn't think it was going to go for a second.
That Cooper ball?
It was. Cooper Ball just kind of wrapped it under the net. Seago, a blocking foul. The intensity is starting to pick out. How about this? Whoop!
Here's the thing I don't understand. You could have made that dribble to go on the other side and make it a lot easier.
So a foul on Seago. This is Dylan Doss. His first trip to the line. Not good on the first. There's been a lot of free throws shot this quarter for Heritage, but they have missed 4 of them.
And they're not putting anybody on the line because they don't want to afford the cheap foul.
Colvin, Allemeyer, and Doss all have 3 fouls. Still a long way to go with 2:25. Doss sinks the second. Allemeyer comes in from behind. So it should be, I think, yeah, Triton Central ball because Allemeyer poked it and it hit the wire, it looked like, at the top. Five-point Eagles lead. Faust. It's been moderately quiet. Had a big first quarter. Morgan trying to draw the foul. He cannot. Wiggins grabs the ball.
You got to hold the ball here for a little bit. You got to pass the ball, pass and move.
Duncan, dangerous pass, and it's stolen away.
Straight up.
Morgan drives in, and this time he's able to draw a foul, going against the smaller Loudon. Instead, they got Duncan. Yeah, that's right, Nolan Duncan.
Pointed to the wrong bench, didn't he? Because he.
More free throws for Isaac Morgan.
He's got 10.
He's 5 of 10 shooting free throws.
That was about what my average was, about 50%.
Check that, he's 6 of 10, and now he is 7 of 11. 2 big free throws. Coach Ballard sneaks in a timeout. Wants to talk things over. His team is down by 3. It's a full timeout. Don't go anywhere. The final 89 seconds left here on IndianaSRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
$1:29 to play. I know what I would be doing.
What's that?
4 corners. Come out and foul me.
It's a good strategy. If you're Heritage Christian, Loudon is 4 for 4 shooting free throws, but there's a turnover. They give it right back. Seago somehow is able to get it off. Trying to throw it off the legs of Wiggins. That doesn't work. Loudon up the floor. Tough finish. It does not go. Loose ball. They say Heritage Christian.
There was 4 players on the floor. Wow. No hard, no foul. Go get it. This 1 minute, this is going to be interesting.
This will be an intense, bad pass for Allemeyer. So 2 consecutive possessions where Heritage Christian, they don't take much time off the clock. They turn it over twice. Seago, a 3 to tie. No. Fight for the rebound. Doss is on the floor with Seago and Stuckey. And a foul, I think, called on the Tigers. And it's on Stuckey for coming in on Doss.
Yeah, holding him down. I think that's his 5th. His 4th.
4th foul.
There was a jump ball, possibly jump ball, but he held him down on the ground. It's going to be called all the time. These are big.
Makes the first. Always nice to make the first. Doss has 8. 2 of 3 from the line this quarter.
If you're Heritage here, you don't foul.
Second free throw's too strong. 4-point lead, 40 seconds. Morgan with a double screen. Peters runs him over. They say offensive foul. Morgan can't believe it. Triton Central fans, they don't agree. That is a tough call to make. And it favors Heritage Christian. Coach Wallace, he wants some substitutions. Eagles get it in. Triton Central looking for the steal at first. It almost looked like over and back, and ultimately Wiggins with an easy lay-in off the glass. Heritage Christian now leads by 6. Boy, what a tough break, a tough stretch in those final seconds for Triton Central. We'll stay right here, 21.1. Wiggins now has 8 points, and A lot of calls, a lot of plays not going in favor of Triton Central, even though Heritage Christian, they tried to give it away twice with a minute left.
So now you got to be strong with the basketball, and you got to knock down free throws.
Coach Wallace going over what he wants to see in this final 21.1. Of course, you don't want to foul. You don't want to give up easy threes. Contest the shots the best way you can. It'll be Doss, Allemeyer, Green, Duncan, and Wiggins, the 5 on the floor for Coach Wallace.
Now they call a 30-second timeout after the full.
Well, if you got them, use them.
Use them, yep. I got them unofficially with 2 left. Triton Central I have unofficially with 2 left. There you see our scoreboard has that as well. Both teams are in double bonus. Well, you drew something up down here. You got to probably do the same thing, but emphasize exactly what you want. And you've had 19 turnovers in a night. That's their average. But since the first quarter, they had, what, 12 in the first quarter.
That's right. Tigers have to score and score fast.
Oh, they put pressure on them.
Seago, now Faust. Need a quick shot on the block. That's good. Down for Blair. And quickly calling a timeout is Coach Ballard. So about 11 seconds off the clock. Actually 11 exactly. Blair has his first 2 points tonight. Now you pick your poison with the free throws. There's been 5 different guys shoot free throws this quarter alone for Heritage.
I think I would go with Wiggins. I think Wiggins is the one that's unsteady at the free throw line. Not trying to pick on the kid, but I think I would go with Wiggins, who I would not want to foul.
Loudon would be a bad choice. Doss is 2 for 4 this quarter, but still a fairly good free throw shooter on the season.
Well, they shoot 55% as a team, so they're not real confident. Oh, they put COVID back in the game. That's for length.
Duncan will be the one to get it in. They do get it into Doss, and Morgan bats it away. Faust down to Seago, and it's in. Timeout called by Triton Central. Clock stops at 2.6. Boy, how about the hustle by Morgan? He didn't give up on the play. He reaches in. Watch again. Morgan fights for it. It gets away from Doss, and then how about Faust? 2 bounces over to Seago. And luckily that you have a timeout to use if you're trying Central there, because if you don't, it all
and they just put
nothing.
They just put a full second back on the clock. So now there's 3.3 seconds. Put pressure back on them.
You're going to have to.
20 turnovers.
And if you don't get the steal, you have to foul
immediately. Looks like you and I have coached this game before.
And if you do get the steal, you almost have to shoot immediately. It's all going to be happening real fast. If you're thinking ahead and Triton Central does have to foul Heritage Christian, they don't have a timeout to use if they want to try to advance the ball a little bit more and be in a better spot to make one pass and a quick shot. Colvin this time will inbound. Eagles lead by 2, 3.3. Colvin lobs into Loudon, and he's immediately wrapped up by Seago. Takes a full second off the clock. I guess if you're going to throw a pass like that, you you want it to be Loudon there making the catch.
Boy, if you were counting, I had 3 going to 4. This would be a escape win for the Eagles.
Makes the first.
I do believe the game may be over, folks.
Loudon makes it look real easy. Before we have the second free throw, we'll have a timeout from Heritage Christian. And this is an easy talk.
Yeah.
Let them inbound it.
Ball,
do not foul.
Shoot.
Stand where you are.
Well,
unless,
you got to make
misses,
this.
yes.
Yeah, if you got to make this. If you don't make it.
And Loudon is probably the most confident free throw shooter in the building. So he thinks he's going to make it. But, of course, you go over what you do if he does make it, and that is stand where you are, do not move. Let them just inbound it and the game is over. But if he misses it, what do we need to do?
Well, you got length. You got Peters there on the bench. You got Miles on the bench there. There's some length there. Loudon is going to be at the free throw line. And I think they just check at Spencer Dillon. And then Tyler Allemeyer.
Yeah, Spencer Deaton, it looks like he is going to be out there. Allemeyer, Loudon, Colvin, and Peters.
If you're Triton Central, you have no timeouts left, so you tell your kids, don't call a timeout.
Loudon, a chance to put a staple and escape, which he does. 4-point lead for Heritage Christian. A steal, and that'll do it. The Eagles, a tale of many different quarters, find a way to win 54-50, the final score over Triton Central. And Tyler Allemeyer, with that steal, he secures our Piper Logistics Player of the Game award for this one. He finishes with 11 points. He scored in every quarter, and his Eagles are back on the winning track again, now with a 2-game winning streak after they defeat Triton Central by 4 points. The Tigers dropped to 8-3. Heritage now 3-5, and Coach Wallace is 500 in his career. His third year at Heritage Christian, he's 26-26. A couple other notable final scoring numbers. Eli Segal, the freshman, with 17. Luke Faust added 16 points for the Tigers. And Cole Loudon for Heritage Christian, 6 made free throws in that fourth quarter. He finishes with 12 points. Dylan Doss added 8. The Eagles will next, in the new year, meet up with Tinley on January 3rd, and Triton Central will face off against Morristown on January 6th. For our entire team, Jake Lane, our cameraman, our producer, Ben Wood, and for the coach, Keith Myers, I'm Jarrett Lewis saying so long until next year here on Indiana SRN.